Holy moly, we're here. What is up, friends? How y'all doing? Happy Friday. Oh my goodness. Where has the time gone? Where has the week gone? Feels like just yesterday it was like the start of the week. Which I guess is just how time, works, but this one feels like it's gone particularly fast. At least for me. Hopefully y'all are having a good one, wherever you're at. Let's see. What do we want to start with? Probably... Yo, what's up, Imdor? Good to see you, my friend. How are you? Happy Friday to you. I was just debating if I want to do some scales. I haven't done scales in a minute. I think on stream anyways. Usual symphony work and all that. Yeah, dude, I hear you. I hear you. Are things going well? I know y'all have a couple of projects going on. How are those going? Hopefully in a good spot. Yeah. First thing is my free time is going to cutting down sheets of plywood. I still have like 16 sheets of 4x8 plywood that need to turn into kitchen cabinets first, so that's the higher priority at the moment for me. But as soon as I have the chance, man, I tell you, it's on the list. 3 projects still need some love, but getting there, dude. As long as they're marching forward, I love to hear it. Love to hear that. Goodness. Let's do some scales. Might as well do some scales. Let's do... I haven't done harmonic minors very much. Those are fun. Let's do harmonic minors. I don't do harmonic minors all that often. You can tell. Everyone is welcome for the Discord symphony. Let's just... Is there a way to... Well, I don't know how to pin a message. But yes, everyone is welcome for Discord Symphony. If anyone is interested, there's a link in Discord. Talk to Emdor over here, Darren. He is a maestro of one of the admins, organizers, what have you, for the Discord Symphony. I have splinters in my hand. Ouch, that's a big one. How have I not noticed that before? That really hurts. We're doing scales. Harmonic minors, yes. I'm not going to go as fast as I want to, because I need to make sure I do them correctly. That's a weird one. Because you're doing switching between 2, 3 to 1, which is not an off. It's not a common. Just not a common fingering pattern. Is all. stops in, you're in the need of a drink. I might be in need of a sleep. I'll drink to that though. Hope you're having a good Friday, a good start to your weekend. At this point, shoot, it's Saturday for you by now. Shoot, I would need a drink too. Hey, I did hydrate. I just did. Me and you, we're on that wavelength. Good to see you, dude. That's right. Don't let me stop you, dude. Cheers. What you drinking? What are you drinking? Dude, can I tell you? 2 days ago, there's a place in town that has a soft serve margarita. It's apparently a thing on TikTok, is where my girlfriend saw it. They had a pineapple soft serve margarita, like literally just eat it with a spoon type thing. Absolutely phenomenal, with tahini around the rim. Whoo, buddy, that shit was fire. Pricey, but like pretty damn good. Just drinking water. Could use a Coke right now? Yeah, Coca-Cola. But see, that's what I thought of when you're talking about drinks. We all know what you meant. The Coca-Cola Corporation, you know. Also tricky. Some of these harmonic scales are not what I'm used to playing. I'm sorry. Do you really feel like shit, or is this still a bit? I can't tell over text. I hope you feel okay. I hope you hope it's nothing too serious. Loosen your belt. You know, there was a thing the other day where we discovered that having your belt too tight when you gotta go to the bathroom really fucking sucks. Just in case, on the off chance. Those D's are kind of hitting. And I'm not talking about D's, you know. Yo, what's up, Professor? Good to see you, my friend. I would like to say that, but I'm butt-ass naked and say, yeah. I would like to say that I am butt-ass naked right now. Say no to you, but unfortunately I'm not, so I cannot say that I'm wrong. So, you never know. These nuts, you get it. You get it. We're on that wavelength, dude. You never know. D flat's not gonna do it. Okay, that's enough of that. Those low D flats, man. I can get them to sound very, very, very softly, but they're just so inconsistent. Oh my god, I'm sleepy. I am so sleepy. What else do we need to do right now? So that was scales. I've done a lot of flexies. We could do some trills. You're sleepy too? Well, you have a good excuse for being sleepy. Is it like 3, 4 in the morning? That is a damn good excuse to be sleepy. Mine was not nearly as good of an excuse. I just didn't go to sleep when I should have last night. But that's my own fault. As is tradition, I am my own worst enemy. 3 in the morning, dude! What are we doing? Holy moly. I will say, I did just assume that you had a reason for staying up late so consistently, not that, like, you know, maybe you work a late shift or something and you hang out afterwards or something like that, but if it's just your routine, then more power to you. Whew, I tell you though, even I went to bed, it was like probably 12:30, which is significantly later than normal nowadays. Usually I'm in bed by like 9:15, 9:30, asleep by 10. Oh man, I am feeling. That's why I don't do that anymore. Oh, that's a younger man's game, I tell you. Just a shit sleep schedule. I have not always been the bastion of sleep hygiene that you see before you. I know how that is. Back in my younger days, though, as I've gotten older, it's just physically impossible for me to keep that up for, you know, more than one day at a time. And even if it's one day at a time, it makes me feel like shit for like 2 or 3 days after. So time catches up to us all. Allegedly, or whatever. To be honest, you're like over a decade older. Maybe. I'm 34, so you know, it very well could be. At my advanced, you know, elderly state, It is. It's a lot harder to stay up quite that late. What's up, Twinster dude? How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a good day. We're just about to start some lip trill exercises, talking about sleep schedules because I am sleepy. Oh goodness. Let's play some shit. I just made the top band in my school, which is one of the best in Texas. Yo, no way! Alto saxophone? Bro, that's awesome! Congratulations! That's huge, dude! I'm so thrilled. That's fucking so, so hype. Dude, moving on up to the top band. Evanescence is coming to New Zealand. I think they suck. No, Evanescence doesn't suck. Fucking love Amy Lee. She is a beautiful, wonderful vocalist. I will say I don't much care for Evanescence when I was young and, you know, Bring Me to Life and the rest were very, very popular. My older sister was very, very into Evanescence, and so I listened to all of the catalog way more than I ever wanted to. And so I can't really listen to them now without, like, automatically being tired of the songs, even though I haven't heard them in 20 years, but, like, they're not bad. They're just, you know, I'm tired of it, is all. See you later, Twinster. Thanks for stopping by, my friend, and congratulations again. Your fan base is full of band kids, man. I gotta join a band. Well, what did you expect? It's French horn practice. What do you think people would be attracted to here? It's not me. It's, you know, people see French horn on the thing and they're like, oh, this is a French horn dork. I am also a music, you know, band kid. It's just, it makes sense, you know? I think it makes sense. And I know you're not saying bridge, JL. I gotta, that's brava, yeah. I remember that one, and I remember the others are Sforzando and brava. That's the ones. Good to see you, dude. How are you? Honestly, I'm not too bad after the trills kind of seem like they're trilling today. That's not bad. I have a major splinter in my hand and is like bugging me because I started building my kitchen cabinets yesterday, and ouch, it hurts, and I need to go and pull all these splinters out of my hand. But you know, I could be a drum major. You could. I was drum major. my senior year of high school. It was pretty cool. I had one of those really tall, fuzzy hats, like the Queen's Guard or the King's Guard, I guess now in Britain. Except it was tiger striped because our high school mascot was the were the tigers. So it was this big, tall, fuzzy. I don't even know what style of hat it is. It was tiger printed. I had a cape. I had gauntlets, and I had a mace. And I was pretty swag, not gonna lie. I did a march out onto the field, and then I saluted, twirled the mace around, stuck it in the thing, and then it was pretty cool. It was pretty nifty, I'm not gonna lie. And then for my very last one, oh, it was horrible. Very last game of the season, we it was an away game to a school we don't play very often, but it was a school in which our former band director from like 3 years prior was now the director over there. She did not leave our band program in a very good state, I would say. There was some animosity involved. It was a whole thing. But and I fucked up the salute immediately. Immediately. Like it was like a twirl and then behind my back and then it was pop 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 sort of thing. And it flew out of my hand and I was just like fuck. So I just saluted and grabbed it and it was embarrassing. But take a syringe, plunger, and pull it after putting warm water or something. That's a great idea. Normally, I just got to go and grab the tweezers because this one's big. This one's like really big. I don't know how I didn't notice it or feel it like all night since yesterday, but it's definitely grabbable. But I do soak in them, and I wonder if I even have a syringe thingy. A metal band is a band. That's absolutely true. Any group of musicians? Absolutely, dude. Might not be the exact same thing, but you're making music. That's what matters. To me, anyways. My band director accidentally showed the text messages with his wife on the big TV in the band hall. That could either be very like wholesome and based, or it could be very, very bad. I don't know. Interesting. Not great. Traumatic memories. Yeah, were you there for that, Mom? Were you there for the game against PK Young my senior year where I screwed up the salute? The only time all year I had screwed it up. And it happened to be in front of Berg. Anyways. Those are some pretty trilly trills. Good on you, mate. Appreciate the hydrate. And 6-7 with you as well, Ubsen. That is a choice to that is a choice to highlight, that's for sure. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, sorry, the messages had to be reviewed because yeah, yikes. Those are yeah. So for Twitch, I suppose, the messages were like, come back and finish me off or something. It was something that should be kept between a man and his wife, probably, and not shared with band children. Yikes. I actually don't remember that, but I'm sure it would be more memorable with you than me, sure. Oh, thank you, Mom. I appreciate it. Love you, Mom. What if I joined like a comedy grindcore band and we called ourselves Simon and Garfunkel? I mean, honestly, I could see it. That'd be pretty dope. I would be interested in what actually that sounds like. So I would encourage you to actually do that and then post in the Discord your lead single. Because now my interest is piqued, you know? Yo, that was kind of it. That was kind of it. Gross. The teacher talking about naughty stuff. It seems like it, yeah. I think I would have lost my vision. I mean, you know, I would have too in high school, like that. But like as an adult, as someone who would, you know, have a significant other with which to text, you know, stuff. It's like, I get it, but it's fine as long as it's not broadcast to the school. That's the whole thing. Anything like that of a personal nature broadcast to the school, that's the issue. It's not the subject matter, because that's between consenting adults, behind closed doors, whatever. That's their prerogative. That's not my prerogative. But like, you can't be doing that. You can't be displaying to children. That's bad. That's real bad. Everyone's saying that's what, oh, it's the rumors, but I wasn't there. I gotcha. Yikes. I should stop being single? Sure. You should, if that's, you know. Sure, yeah. So stop. I don't know what, I don't quite know how to respond to that. So I'm not going to. I'm going to trill. Like it wants to, just ever so. You have a weather radio? Weather radio. I'm not quite sure what that is. I have a weather app on my phone that shows me what the weather forecast is going to be. I don't know what. Probably not. Stop spinning singles. Okay. Congratulations. I am pleased to hear of your new relationship, Obsen. I need to join a band that specifically has a bassist? Has a bassist, so that you wouldn't come in as the bassist, or do you want to be the second bassist? How do French horns change the air temp? Is it almost like opening and closing your throat, like how do we do for alto sax, or do you change your lips? Air temperature. So like warm air, like a versus like a for a. It's the back of your throat, really. So your soft palate here, you lift it up, you open your throat, and you go like you breathe really like it's the back of your throat more than the front, I think. And so then you change your lips, basically just to focus and to hold the airstream, because really for a brass instrument is your embouchure exists to contain the airstream and to focus the airstream. So if you're playing, just medium mezzo comfy in the middle range, right? It's a normal, typical set embouchure, decent, like normal air, right? Nothing special. If you go up high, you pinch the embouchure, you raise your tongue in the back to sort of make the air go super, super fast. And that helps. And then you have to have strong, corners and firm bottom lip to be able to pinpoint focus to be able to go high, right? So that's, fast, high air. And then for low air, it's warm, and your lips have to be able to expand to allow them to flop much, much slower. And then warm air is the stream upon which they ride. So it's a whole, bunch of nitty gritty and nuance into air color and temperature and speed in relation to pitch formation, if that makes sense. And then as you get super, super low, you have to do some stuff with your jaw, your corners come down, basically to make the aperture big enough to where your lips are buzzing at the right vibration, the right frequency, supported by the air, etc., etc. Kind of a thing. If that is what your question was. So radio gives a loud sounding alert when there's a storm warned by the National Weather Service. Oh, no, not a specific like dedicated device, but I will check. So I check my weather, most days just because I like to check the weather. And there will be like notifications on there for like severe weather in your area, or there's a warning or a watch to be aware of. Stuff like tides and oceans if it's applicable in your area, things like that. Fog advisories I get a lot in the mornings, things of that nature. But not like from a type thing, I don't think we have that sort of infrastructure in place. Maybe in some towns where you get like tornadoes quite often. Down here where I'm at, we're in Florida, so we mostly get hurricanes, and those are about them in a bit in advance. You can prepare, and it's not like, oh my God, there's a hurricane. We have 2 hours to get ready. Some people do that, but you shouldn't. You generally know well in advance when they're going to be on target for you, so you can prepare accordingly. They're very useful. I low-key collect them, but if your Wi-Fi power is out, they save lives. That's true. That's a great point, and not one that I had considered. If cellular is down, then absolutely you would need somewhere else to get your information. I bet you I could use my car's radio. Excuse me, the car's radio to see in a very dire emergency. But that would be a very dire emergency. There was an EF2 tornado a mile away from me, and the radios warned it very well. Holy cow, a mile away. Dadgum. That's terrifying, dude. My friend in Florida is near Palatka, and he collects them. Yo, I know Palatka. I've driven through Palatka many times. I hate driving through Palatka, but you always know as soon as you get there because you smell the paper mills. Boy, howdy, I know Palatka. I dated a girl from Palatka once. Only once. You know how when you put your finger up to the phones and your finger, the flashlight goes orange from the light shining through? I do know that, yes. I live in a decently tornado-prone and hurricane-prone area. Yeah. See, we get hurricanes down here. I don't think we get tornadoes all that much, or at least nearly as often, but they do happen. I know they do happen. Maybe I should get a weather radio. You know what? I betcha I could find something. Weather radio Terraria was like the very first result. I do need to make a weather radio in Terraria, I'm pretty sure. Doing that right now, and I can low-key see the veins and shit. Yeah, dude. The human body is fascinating and terrifying all at the same time. Y'all could definitely not hear that, but it was barely buzzing, that low, low, low C. Midland 120? Yeah, there's some Midlands come up. Black, red, oh, WR 120? Yeah. Nice. Recoms did not show up on the first thing, but good to know. I got one right here, ready to... If I get one. I still have I need to get a harmonica first, honestly. My tier list of things that I need to acquire based on chat suggestion, the harmonica I think comes first. But if I get wiped out by a tornado, I'm going to feel very silly. I set myself on a quest to find a Sony GDM FW900. What is this a radio? Sony GDM FW900. Oh, it's a monitor. Wide. Oh, the CRTs. Yeah, that's right. The CRTs. I remember those. Hell yeah. Yo, that's like, that is a perfect quintessential. That's such a good looking CRT though. It's like exactly what you want in a CRT. Like, this is the platonic ideal of what 90s monitors were like. Yes. Love that. Best one ever made? I mean, it sure seems like it. Yo, Twinster, does your grandma have a Sony GDM FW900? Are we sitting on a gold mine here? That's incredible. I don't think... my grandma had an old CRT too. She passed away last year, the year before? Last year? But I wonder what happened to that now that I think of it. What do we want to play? Ooh, you know what we haven't played in a minute? alto trombone concerto. Here we go. My grandma has angina. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's not fun, I'm sure. I don't exactly know what angina is, but I'm not going to look it up on stream. Medical stuff we'll stay away from. But in the meantime, we're going to play this concerto for an alto trombone, written for French horn. And we'll see how it goes. I don't expect that this is going to be all that well. It's been a minute. Fuck. So many trills. I don't actually think the GDM made it to New Zealand. Oh, really? Well, that sucks. So that's going to be even harder to find. Yikes. Because then you got to import it from someplace else, and it's like a whole other... I have chronic Achilles tendonitis in both legs. Dude. You're autistic, Obzen? Welcome. That's, I mean, tendonitis. I had a roommate in college, a good buddy of mine. He had, not tendonitis, I think he had, it was called Osgood-Schlatter's in his knees and like tendonitis in his elbows or something. Poor individual, like, you know, he was a percussionist at first. He later switched to horn because of the elbow problems. He also was a fantastic tennis and basketball player. Had to sort of retire because of his knees and maybe ankles and elbows. Just could not catch a break. But one of the most musically and athletically gifted people I've ever met. Just phenomenally talented at anything he did. He had played horn for 2 years before we got to college, and yeah, he was better than me. And I had been playing for like 8 years at that point, and I never resented him for it, but I was always just like, dude, not cool. Knee pain, but not the Osgood-Schlatter's. Okay, I gotcha. You do have them in New Zealand? What? I mean, any kind of old vintage tech like that is going to be, yeah, it's either going to be like a collector's item or it's not going to work and it's going to be junked. I hear you. But you never know. You never know. not as bad. Oh my God. Yeah. My lips are kind of stiff here. A little bit. They're not quite flopping. They're not responding quite as well as I would like. I wish the RTs were easier to find, but I'm stuck in New Zealand and the odds are stacked against me. Many things are stacked against you, not least of which is because you're hunting down outdated and obsolete technology that may or may not even be in production anymore. You might be trying to search through a limited supply that is only diminishing as time goes on. There are many things in this venture that are stacked against you, I feel. Which is to say, best of luck, and we're all rooting for you. That might be a tall order, especially as like specific models. Having no idea, not in the hobby myself. You know, I've just got a couple Asus flat screen monitors myself, but all the best of luck. That's all I can say. Gonna pass out now. See you again in the future. All the best, Zen. Thank you for hanging out, my friend. Hope you sleep well, and we'll see you later. All the best in your search. Not just for CRTs, but also for a band. For a proper band with a bassist you can crack. See you later, dude. Oh, goodness. Those trills getting fast enough to be done in time properly is still something I need to work out. Supposed to be a cadenza there, but yo, what's up? What should I do? Right now we're doing this concerto for alto trombone, sort of revisiting this one as inspiration struck. It's going okay. How you doing? Happy Friday to you, or I suppose Saturday in some parts of the world. Yeah, this one's tough. It's like in a weird, not a weird, but it's in a higher range. There are no single notes that are particularly high, but being in a range that it is for a prolonged period of time is very difficult. And with all the trills, like, my god, so many trills. Let's do a coprash. That's what I should do next. And I want to go back, I think, to number 18, because we did this one yesterday. I want to see if maybe we can get it in a little bit. Saturday in 3 hours! Yo! It's the freaking weekend, dude! Love to see it. I tell you, my weekend is going to be spent building kitchen cabinets. I got started on it yesterday. I still have a giant splinter in the palm of my hand. You can't even like see it. You can see like the little red spot where it's, but I need to go and get my tweezers and fish that sucker out so that I can start building more, which is fun. Got a lot of cutting to do and just a fuck-ass circular saw to do it. Oh, goodness. Anyways. Yo. My family, man, I do not have one of my own other than the one I grew up with. Even less of a family guy. But nope, just doing good old DIY renovations on the house for me and my girlfriend, actually. As soon as the kitchen and master bathroom are done and renovated, the plan is that she's gonna move in. So we're that's our Whew. That is our current major task project, and it's a big one because I'm not all that handy. I've never really built anything in my life, and I've decided to start with kitchen cabinets. Spent $1,200 on plywood, and I really fucking hope it works. It's going well so far. The cutting part is not bad, and I've got a good idea for what I need to do, but it's like just the doing it is intimidating. Yeah. $1,200, yeah. Yep. But that's a couple of caveats. If I was just buying the cabinets from like Home Depot and unfinished, they would have been about $2 by themselves. They would have not been what I wanted, and we'd still have to finish and paint them then. So this way, we're getting one side finished. So the interiors are going to be finished, and the outsides we're going to paint and finish and do them the way we want them. We're going to build them to the proper sizes the way we want to have them. On the bottom, they're all going to be drawers, so you don't have to bend down and open up doors down at the bottom. That's the worst thing in the world. So all the bottoms are going to have drawers, and the tops are going to be doors like this. And something that I could not buy at pre-made, at least for any reasonable price. I'm also building a freestanding pantry cabinet as well. That's going to be either 3 feet or 3.5 feet wide and up to the ceiling probably, and just go against the. So for the money plus the labor and know-how and stuff, it's going to be far better than what I could have gotten for the same price, pre-made. But it's the doing. The doing it is that is the caveat. God dang. Can you give an advice for YouTube if you don't mind? You can say what you want. I may or may not take it into account, but you're free to give a suggestion. Just don't be upset if I don't take it into, if I don't do it. That's all. But I don't mind. Not bad. Not great. But it doesn't have to be perfect today. Today's practice, honestly, is there's not much in terms of like tangible things that I want to be working on. It's kind of just I have decided practice will be happening right now, and the playing that we do is going to benefit us in the long term. But that's fine. Let's do some of this bagatelle because I want to do some of this low stuff. We've been playing high for a little bit between the alto trombone and that coproche, honestly. Maybe trying posting about your day and like how you're pursuing music and handling your finances and everything. Maybe, and it, I guess and I've thought about this actually. It's not a bad suggestion, not at all. But I think where I stand with that is I don't think that I, as an individual, am that interesting. Like my day, it's 4 to 6 hours of playing horn, 2 of which I share with y'all on the internet, and then the other parts of my day are going about eating, cooking, caring for, I've got chickens and a dog and just like little stuff around the house, doing the cabinets and stuff. I don't even know, 1, how to make any sort of content, or 2, if there's any sort of audience for it. And I feel weird like expecting or having any sort of expectation that anyone would find that interesting or would want to see that or would care. It's like kind of I would see it as like kind of who cares for myself. And so that's kind of where I stand with it. But it certainly that's just my thought on it. If y'all come in here and say no, we really want to know all this, then maybe it's worth reevaluating. But I just don't think I'm that interesting. I'm just a normal dude trying to play French horn for most of my day. But maybe. Certainly could be something. Is the way you portray it. I would definitely just think of all the people who don't pursue their dreams, who don't take the risk, but you're not one of them. That's what makes you interesting. I mean, yeah. So in terms of, and I agree with you on all counts. I want to start there. What I would say is that the pursuit of my dreams and everything, that's kind of the daily streams or the practice streams. There's those. And then for the other stuff, I mean, it's like I don't know how I would even want to portray it. And I don't necessarily even want to like invite, you know, people to see like the other stuff that I'm doing. I'm kind of, you know, but for this, I'm a very private, reserved, shy individual. Like I'm good, you know. I don't have a desire to like put my stuff more out there. Like I would put myself with the horn out there, absolutely. And that's what I do. Other stuff I don't, I feel no real desire, you know, but maybe that might change. I don't know. Suki, what's up, dude? Holy moly. How are you, my friend? What's going on? Have you been? I have water in my horn. And a spit valve. I think it's been a minute. I don't know if I've seen you since I got I got the horn back from the shop and the spit valve is fixed and all the valves work and we're playing some fun stuff. Wonderful to see you, my friend. That A's got to be like pow, you know. Been fantastic. Been a while. Took a break and went to the mountains for about a month. Holy moly! Good detach from the hustle and bustle of city life. I gotcha, dude. I did a week in Costa Rica. That was my sort of detachment as well, and I tell ya, I feel pretty damn nice afterwards. We had a nice, wonderful trip to Costa Rica. Our second time there, we went last year and stayed at the same resort, ate at some of the same places, tried some new places, saw some of the things that we didn't get to last year kind of thing. Butterflies, and did a couples massage, met up with with our tour guide from last year that we've sort of kept in contact with. He does a lot of photography and stuff of the wildlife, so we met up with him and checked out the hot springs, and we kayaked on Lake Arenal right at the foot of the volcano, and like, whew, it was a hell of a time. Love that. Got your point. You're doing great. Thank you. What should I do? I appreciate it. And the house, yes. The house is going too. Yesterday I started cutting up the sheets of plywood to start building the cabinets. I've got a splinter stuck in the palm of my heel of my hand right there. So that's going to be the next few days are probably doing all the cuts. Then we got to finish and paint and finish and whatever and do all those. Then we get to assemble. Then we get to install. Then we get to do the floors. Then we get to do the countertops. Then we're going to go to Iowa. Then we're going to go to Delaware. Then we're going to go to DC. And then we're going to, whoa! You know, little Howard Dean for you. That's a bit of a deep cut nowadays for U.S. politics. Commentary. Not going to get into any more than that. Let's keep playing. Excuse me. Oh, this piece loves to give you descending crescendo lines to the stupid freaking pedal realm. I was thinking shadow realm, but the pedal realm. Let me see. Yo, both you drummers, dude. Love that. A lot of work ahead. A lot of work, a lot of hard work, a lot of stuff that I don't know what I'm doing ahead is where I'm at. Been playing on my own for 6 to 8 years. Been learning from a professional lately. It's going great. Same story. Been playing a tad longer, close to 10 years. Yo, y'all are so freaking experienced. I don't think I remembered. Damn, y'all are good. Y'all are like, I was gonna say, like professional or burgeoning on. What do I do? Oh my god, I need to take much bigger breaths there. Do you listen to compositions like classical composition? I listen to all kinds of stuff. I listen to like do you compose? If you do, I would absolutely listen as I think of it and get around to it. But if you're in the Discord, post some in the Discord, and I would listen to it there for sure. So are you thinking, what should I do? Are you thinking of pursuing drums in college, percussion or music in college? Because that's absolutely something real. Here's the thing that your parents, are acting on um, antiquated philosophies. Because a lot of the real stuff, it's the job market for all industries is kind of in the shitter, especially entry level. I was an accountant before doing this, uh, and I could not even just AI, but like COVID and remote and the whole just the industry being reshaped around 2020 and onward has meant that all of the entry level stuff that used to be given to interns and first year associates and stuff for accounting and tax are now being done either offshore or by whatever fuck ass AI they're trying to implement at the time. And so getting entry level experience in accounting, or I think of, finance, engineering, anything that's like that is going to be brought up by private equity firms. And this is U.S. centric, by the way. I can't speak for anything internationally, but at least in the U.S., all industries are being snapped up by private equity, stripped down to the studs, sold off for parts, offshored where possible, and being a worker trying to break into any industry at the entry level nowadays. I mean, tech, coding, IT kind of stuff. You think there's going to be any sort of demand for that? Maybe to keep up with the AI and the offshoring and all that stuff, but I don't know. I have a pretty bleak outlook on the job market in general in the future for me personally. I'm fairly bearish and pessimistic on the global workforce economy, whatever. And so that's why I'm doing my horn, is because that's something that the machines aren't going to take away necessarily. So, maybe a robot will grow lips one day and be able to play horn, and maybe they'll have robots playing drums, But until then, you're going to need human musicians to do the human music element. And that, to me, for me, and this is one man's opinion, that is a noble human pursuit in the search for, for music. It's any robot can do the accounting and the engineering, the medicine probably not, but you know what I mean. Let the machines handle that stuff, and let the humans do the creative stuff, the art and the music and the culinary and anything like that requires sort of human creativity. Like I come back to it being purely human. Like that's what we should be striving for, because that's what separates us as a species from everything else. It's like what do humans do that cannot be done by a machine or another animal? Music and art and culinary arts and design and anything else like that. That to me is a noble fucking pursuit, and I support that. That's just my 2 cents. That's a bit of a long rant there, but music slightly similar as well, just a little less ruthless, mainly because of the lack of the info. Probably the only dude in my class who even knows the basics of the stock market. Well, the stock market is a whole other thing. At least in the U.S., the stock market is completely detached from reality. I'm waiting for the bubble to pop and the bottom to fall out from underneath it, because there's no way it's sustainable at the current levels. Again, U.S. centric. I don't know what the markets are like out there in India, but yeah. There's only 2 options: engineer or doctor. Thankfully, my parents are not very close minded. Like, they want me to pursue arts, but graduate with a good degree for safety. That's, and there's something definitely to that too. You could always do a double major. You could do a minor in music or in something else. There's absolutely. There's a lot of options there, and there's no reason that you have to be all or nothing. You know, I was kind of all or nothing because I burned out when I started college. I was a horn major. Long story, dropped out of that after or changed my majors after a year to accounting, and I didn't want to play horn, so I didn't want to do a minor that I could have, or I could have done a double major, but I just didn't want to play. But you certainly could. That's definitely, assuming that the degree structures are the same in over there as they are here, but there's all kinds of stuff that you could do. Never stop pursuing music. That's the long and short of it. Oh my god, what were we even doing? All right, let me do this one. Yeah, I think that's about enough of bagatelle for me right now at the moment. Even the degree structures are very different. Oh well, then I guess I can't help you. So this is we ran into problematic Google or YouTube auto translate yesterday. Now I feel like we're coming into based auto translate because I can understand what you're saying now without having to speak the language. What's up? What a time to be alive. Y'all think y'all are trolling me, but listen here, nephew. I know what you're saying. That needs to be a pianissimo, decrescendo down to piano, not pianissimo. But oh, that's in Hindi. I gotcha. I didn't even see what the. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to tell, but I appreciate you letting me know because that helps. Yo, what Mata Hindi? I apologize for my pronunciation, but what's going on? Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Having a good end to your week, start to your weekend. That's cheating. I'm just reading what's on the screen. You can. I don't even know. You can see it as it's coming here. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Bonjour to you, Luke. How you doing, my friend? What's going on? Gonna catch you later. Gotta go eat some dinner. Dude, we will see you later, Suki. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you hanging out as per usual. Have a good one. And have a good dinner. Dang. Now you got me thinking about lunch. I'm like really hungry. We'll keep going for a little bit, but I got some burritos to make in the fridge. Leftover burritos that are calling my name. Glad to hear it. I'm doing pretty well myself. Just trying to. Right now, we're working on a tuba concerto. As a matter of fact, this is a second movement to Ralph Vaughan Williams' tuba concerto in F minor, I believe, is the one we're working on. So let's do it. I'm gonna start that over. Y'all make me nervous. A little rough. It's low as hail. Small streams are so cozy. I like to think so. And especially today, trying to, because I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Did not sleep well last night, so trying to kind of keep it low key. I hope it's coming across. Yo, Luke, you play the guitar. Love that. Reading the notes is the hardest part. I was never able to read notes for guitar, so you're already like way better than I am. Also, considering the fact that I haven't touched these, I have 3 of them, 2 normal and a bass. I haven't touched those in months, and I don't practice them regularly. But I was always a tabs guy just because I didn't want to put in that work. But hey, I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate that. We're putting in the work. Today it's not been hasn't been the best in terms of playing, but it's not too bad. Some things are working. Lip trills worked really well earlier. All right. Well, that's the tuba concerto. We did the alto trombone concerto earlier. Do we want to just go ahead and do the cello suite? There's an easy trick. Is there an easy trick to reading sheet music for guitars? Really? Well, I'm all ears. I have never learned any sort of trick. I know how to read music, but just not how it. I haven't learned the fretboard all that well, the notes on that. But if not, Justin, maybe do like The Weekend. I honestly, hand to God, I don't know if I've ever actually heard a full song by The Weekend. I know of them, but I don't know if I've actually heard them. I'd have to think on that. I don't dislike it. Anything that I don't know that I've disliked him. I don't know. Hard to say. Here we go. Cello Suite. Y'all might recognize this one if I can play it right. Another one we're kind of working on. Because what I want to be able to do is I'm putting together pieces for a recital next academic year. And the theme, what I want to be able to do is have an entire program of pieces that are performed on French horn but are not written for French horn. Hence, tuba concerto, alto trombone concerto, cello suite, cello sonata, the prelude that everyone knows, the you know, and some other ones that I'm thinking about adding in, but I think that would be a pretty cool recital theme, you know? That octave always gets me. about as far as I know. I know that decently well. Obviously needs to be cleaned up and I see Carnival of Venice. I see Carnival of Venice, and I raise you. It's not really a raise, but I have Carnival of Venice. There is in this, the Kling book, 40 Characteristic Etudes, number 17, as it turns out, is theme and variations upon a theme, a tune you might recognize. Also, I don't know the variations super well. The theme, obviously, that's easy, but the other ones are like iffy. Where are you from? I am from Florida. I'm down here in the swamp, tootin' for y'all. North Central Florida-ish, if you're familiar. Not like South Florida, not Miami, Fort Lauderdale, none of that mess. Not the Panhandle, you know, no Destin, no Tallahassee, none of that. Not Jacksonville. It's kind of the center of the state. Yeah, it's hot as hell. It's freaking 81 Fahrenheit, which is like 27 and a half. But that's because I didn't turn my air down this morning, and that's my fault. So, you know. Got to go to sleep. Actually, I have to go for a run early in the morning. See you tomorrow. Dude, all the best. Have a great rest of your night. Have a wonderful weekend. I won't be back until Monday. And good on you for doing a run. That's more than I do. I hate running. Running sucks, but anyways. See you later, my friend. I used to know the fingerings I wanted to do for this. Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah. It's because it's easy is why. That's because it's easy. Do you have a streaming schedule or just when you feel like it? So I try to do Monday through Friday, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I go from 11 to 1, normally Monday through Friday. Some days I don't, but I would post in my Discord. when streams are canceled in the middle of the week, or make an announcement, during stream to where it's definitively canceled if it's something in advance. But yeah, most Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern is when I start. So we've been on for hour and 41. We'll probably go right up to 20 more minutes or so. Weekends I take off. I practice still just for myself, but because I usually have a lot of stuff to get done on the weekends, it usually ends up being where I can get it, Yo, Watson, what's going on? Appreciate it. I love this horn. It's a Holton H179. I got it as a graduation present 16 years ago. What am I practicing for? Right now, actually, I should check because I don't think I have in a couple days. I am practicing for, there's a local regional symphony orchestra. Still haven't posted their audition stuff. Hopefully, I would like to take that audition when it's announced, probably in the next month or two, probably. Other than that, just keeping in shape for next school year, because I'm a sophomore, a rising sophomore at 34 years old. It's never too late. At the local community college up here. So yeah, we're trying to get better. Good to see you. And we're trying to do this Carnival of Venice. It's pretty difficult. This one, I haven't practiced it very well. Excuse me. That's tough. I don't even know if I'm gonna... It's so hard. And it's like 20 minutes left to practice. Do I want to learn something? Or do I want to just play something? I kind of just want to play something. I think I'm just going to play something. I'll go back to Variation 1, because that one was fun. And it worked. That high B up there, that sounded good. Not to toot my own horn or nothing. There's a little Carnival of Venice for you. I might go back to some of these, but the further variations are just more and more complex, and I haven't really read through them at all. What do I want to play anymore? What to do? Ooh, you know what we should do? Little deep cut. I haven't read Mozart in a minute. Yeah. Let's do some Mozart. And you know what? We got 15 minutes-ish of practice. We could stand to do Mozart down the octave. Mozart's second horn concerto for horn in E-flat for low horn. Is that a Jackson bass back there behind you? You have a great eye. Yes, it sure is. It's a Jackson. I don't even know what the actual model is. It was like $180, like whatever their basic like intro beginner level bass is. It plays really well. And in fact, if I had to choose one to play, it might be the bass. The acoustic is second, and then this Jackson Randy Rhodes model is the third one. I just got it because it looks pretty. I don't like playing the floating bridge, but yeah. I auditioned for the higher band at my high school and I got rejected. So I'm using that as motivation to get better this summer. Dude, that's the right way to do it. That's the way to do it. I'm sorry to hear that they passed on you, but they're going to be sorry. Whenever you come back and you're going to be all like chops of steel, musician of the year, putting in the know-how. You have the know-how, putting in the elbow grease and the time and effort. It's going to be one of those, be careful who you make fun of in middle school. Be careful who you reject for the higher band because they're going to come back and they're going to make you look foolish. True story. True story. My chops are getting tired. They're not responding. Jesus. I'm not focused either. I'm not focused. You played Concerto No. 1 for solo and ensemble. The Mozart? You play horn too? Yo! Mozart 1? I like Mozart 1 hell of a lot more than I like Mozart 2. But 2 is the standard for auditions. I really like Mozart 1. I like the second movement of Mozart 1 a lot. Forget 2 down the octave. Let's not mess around with that foolishness. We got 13 minutes until I gotta go get lunch. Some real shit. Got my fingerings all mixed up. I was trying to do, it's normally 1 and 2 to 2, 3 to 2, but it's backwards on the arpeggio that I screwed up. Anyways, that's inside baseball. Not relevant. Just such a fun little piece, fun little tune. I forget, like, my muscle memory for some of these are like alternate fingerings, but they don't have to be. And so they trip me up when I think, oh, I should just play them. But I could do da-da-da-da. Yo, Uncle Big Shack. Love the username. Love it. Thank you so much. We'll be out here tooting till the day I die. Chops are getting tired. Why did you start a channel? What are the goals with it? So I started this channel 2017, maybe 9 years ago, I think, when I wanted to do like gaming content and stuff. I tried that a few times over the subsequent years. Never really stuck with it. And now it's basically just it exists for me to do my practices daily. I don't really have goals, I wouldn't say. I like coming in and seeing people coming to hang out and seeing people come back to hang out and keeping up with the regulars. And yeah, I like to share my practices, maybe inspire people. People have come in and said, I see you practicing French horn. Now I got to go and do my own practice. And to that, I say, I've done my job. Yeah, I don't have like goals in terms of like numbers or, anything like that. I'm just out here playing. So having fun with it though. Appreciate the question. For not having read Mozart in a minute, that's not too bad. And you know what we could do? I love the third movements. These rondo movements are so much fun. Not four. Four is fun, but I don't think I have the chops to do the fourth. We could do two. Two is a good one. At least for 7 minutes before I have to go and get lunch. Oh my god. I'm so tired. My poor corners. Popcorners. This is not sponsored by. Is that Frito-Lay? I have no idea. Ah, my poor corners. I don't think I've ever played that part correctly. Even going back to when I actually practiced this movement. Holy moly. All right. I know we're a little early. It's still 12:58, not quite lunchtime. Oh! But I'm sleepy. And honestly, we don't have a timer today, so I think that's going to be it for practice. Oh my goodness. What a day. If I'm being honest, more than I thought I was going to get done, which is a good feeling. So, I will see y'all again Monday morning, 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. Eastern is when we start. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Hope y'all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye, everyone.